What does it feel like for you, a citizen of this country, to drive around and see such a large military presence?
It instills a lot of confidence in me. It makes me feel proud that the world responded to Saudi Arabia the way it has. I think that says something about the country. It says something about how people view Saudi Arabia, how people look at Saudi Arabia. It takes away any fear we would have had regarding an Iraqi aggression against Saudi Arabia. I think most Saudis are very confident now that such a thing is not going to happen, and overall we're very positive.
Back in the States, we read stories from time to time about concerns among citizens of your country about the U.S. being the lead in this buildup, and concerns that the U.S. presence is a permanent one. Are those fears justified?
I don't think so. I think that that tends to be exaggerated. It was Saudi Arabia that invited the United States in. We invited them in for a specific purpose, to help defend Saudi Arabia. The U.S. came through with flying colors, as well as 27 other nations, whether they have troops on the ground or on ships in the sea. Once the objectives are achieved, then the troops will return back to their home countries. I don't think that Americans want to see their boys remain in Saudi Arabia for longer than they have to. I don't think it's reasonable of us to expect American boys to remain in Saudi Arabia for longer than they have to. So there's really a meeting of the mind.
The objectives being achieved, what are those objectives as you see it right now?
Well, it's very simple. Saddam Hussein has to withdraw completely and unconditionally from Kuwait. The legitimate government of Kuwait, headed by the Emir, has to be restored. Issues such as reparations to Kuwait and what have you have to be looked into. And once that's achieved and once the region is stabilized, then I think everybody can say that the objectives were achieved.